This is a cute little dog. I think it's a baby. That's called a puppy. Can you say that? Puppy.
Yo, what up? Maxo. Dude, Max, how's that new box treating you? What's up, Jacob? Jacob, dude, you stoked about the new park in Providence? Janer Medina, Malachi, Bromel, what up, man? Good to see you. What's up, Garrix? Agabasadar. What's up, Nate? Jason, what's up? How's your guys' day going? How's the week going? What is it? It's already Thursday. Max, still working on my ollies up, getting better, but might take longer. It feels too short. Yeah, it is pretty short. I noticed the Max made a box and it's pretty basic, but yeah, it's pretty quick. I have a box just like it, but you can still, it's still good practice. Going to a Suniga warehouse sale right now. What's Suniga? You're the first person not to say my name wrong, and even in a Spanish accent. Es porque yo hablo español, pero. Yeah, por eso. All right, good. I'm in class. Zoomies. Malachi. Hi, can you say hi, August? What up, August? What are they doing with the dunks? Yeah, I'm going to get into that. I'm at school right now, but I haven't hopped on live in a while. I haven't been live in a while, so sorry I've been letting you guys down, but I thought this was interesting, and I'm having a hard time just finding time to make videos or go live or interact with you guys. So I thought this would be a cool thing for us to talk about. So drop it in the chat if you would like to skate dunks, or what your thoughts are on dunks. Maybe you don't even care about them. So now I can change my name to Duncan. I don't get it. Have you ever skated S shoes? Yeah, I have. I would say if you're getting S shoes, get the Excel Slims. You skate dunks? Yeah, so here's the cool thing. So there's two things that Nike's been doing that are making dunks way more affordable. Because yeah, Brody said I used to, but they're kind of expensive. Yeah. Francisco, where can I get dunks? I love them, but definitely too expensive for me. Yeah, I love the look of dunks. Hard to come by. I've only skated Adidas for a year now. Yeah, so this is the thing. Like, dunks are good shoes. People want to skate them, but they're hard to get a hold of. So there have been like two issues that have really made dunks like hard to get. The first one is that resellers buy up like everything. And the way that they do it is they have these, they're called bots, but it's like this software that you install on your computer so that they can just buy like huge amounts of dunks. Like when they drop on this website or that website, this robot that they install on their computer, and people pay like tens of thousands of dollars for this software so that they can just go up and buy like dozens, if not hundreds of pairs of dunks. So then they go ahead and they resell them on StockX, and that's why the prices are just like out of control, super expensive. And so that's been like issue number one, is that that just the dunks are so hard to come by because these bots are buying them, people are reselling them for profit. And then issue number two is Nike's doing like limited releases. So it's like every dunk release they do, or SB dunk release they do, they don't just have like a regular dunk. It's like a collab with this person or a collab with that person. So it creates all this like hype behind every single dunk colorway that they do. So it makes them more attractive. And so everybody's trying to buy these stupid dunks. And so there's two things that Nike have done to try and fix this, which is really sick, because I've had a lot of you guys commenting on my videos saying like, I wish Nike would just do this to fix the problem. And now that's what they're doing. So the first thing that they did is they're cracking down on bots. So if they suspect that somebody is a bot buying from Nike, they have a software that can detect it. And if you get flagged, you'll no longer be able to order dunks or SB dunks, whatever you get flagged on, you'll no longer be able to order that on Nike. So that way, basically, it just stops resellers, because if they get caught, they're screwed. So the only way at that point that they can buy dunks, if I'm not mistaken, is they have to go in person and buy dunks, which is obviously you can't order like hundreds in person because you'll get flagged in person as well. So that's number one. Number two, how did you learn this? There's a channel called Dave at Blue Tile. He's like John Hill's skate shop sponsor, and he makes a ton of like content around dunks and stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of into this stuff, so I've been paying attention for a while now. But the coolest thing that's happening, right, is a lot of people have commented on my videos saying, I wish Nike would just make a dunk for skaters, and then they'd also have their hype drops, like the, collabs with this person and that person. But I wish there was just like a dunk that regular skaters could get, that just like the skate shoe, that don't want the hype, and like, it's not about the fashion for them. It's just about the utility of like the skate shoe itself, like having that skate shoe that lasts a long time and that protects your feet. So what they did, and what they're doing, is they created, some people are calling it the Nike SB Pandas. But basically what it is you've got a, man, if I was better at live streaming, I could like actually show you this, but don't know how to work the software. Basically, you can look it up, search Nike SB white black gum and black white gum. And these are two colorways of dunks that Nike's gonna supposedly be releasing 4 times a year. So what that means is that there's not going to be like the same kind of exclusivity with these dunk colorways, because they're going to be regularly released. So like right now, let's see, right now on like StockX, there's a pair of this colorway sitting for 170, which is still like sucks that they're getting marked up. But then the next time that this dunk gets released, that's not going to be 170 anymore, because the dunk is going to be more common, right? It's going to be the second release of the same dunk. So then the price is going to come down. Same thing again, third release, and the 3 months later, again, it's going to bring it down. It's basically going to flood the market with this specific dunk colorway so that it's less attractive for resellers. So basically Nike, by re-releasing the same dunk colorway for skateboarders, it's making kind of like a staple dunk colorway that is going to be more affordable for all of us. So it's kind of their response to creating like an actual dunk skate shoe. Say hi. Say hi. W's in the chat for Silas. W's in the chat for Silas. But yeah, I'm curious, what do you guys think about that? Knowing all that, do you feel like you guys are gonna start skating dunks, or are you just fully turned off from Nike? I'm curious what you guys have to say. Oh yeah, I remember being a sneakerhead in high school when that BS started. Killed it for us actually wearing them. Yeah. That's the thing, is it's like the reselling doesn't, like, that money doesn't go into Nike's pocket. Like, Nike's not for the reselling. It doesn't actually make them money. It's just making resellers money. So it's like anything that they can do to get the actual shoes to us is a win-win. All right. Do you think Nike SBs are good? Yeah, I do. There's no question. Nike makes really, really good shoes. Like, maybe you don't like a specific model or the look, or you don't like Nike as a company or something like that, but there's no doubt that they make high quality shoes. I'm skating a pair of rep dunks. It's decent, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video about like reps, because I skated them for like 6 months to a year. I wouldn't buy rep dunks. I got them for free, so I was down to like be like, thank you to this person for sending me shoes. But I was pretty honest in my video after like skating a pair. I did a review and they fell apart in like 2 weeks. Some of them, I'm not gonna lie, some of them lasted like a long time. Like I don't know, like a month and a half, which is for me pretty good. Most shoes last like about a month for me if I'm skating every day. And I had a pair that lasted me a good long while. But the thing is with rep dunks, you never know what you're getting. Like some of the factories cut corners, some of them make like really good reps. Um, yeah, so I would never spend 160 for reps unless you want a specific colorway that's not in production anymore and you just want to wear it, then it's like okay, that's one thing. But for skating them, I wouldn't pay that much. I've actually heard of this. I'm happy they're finally doing this. The Black Gum is a simple, neat company. I think you mean colorway. I can't wait to get some. Yeah, and Jacob, you have a freaking directive up there, and they get a lot of Nike drops or SB drops, SB dunk drops. I feel like the hype around the shoe will drop. Yeah, which is what we want. I mean, it's cool that they have their hype. Like it's cool that they do all these like collabs, like with these different artists and different brands and stuff. I think the collabs are cool, but at the end of the day, I think they're doing it the right way. Keep doing the collabs, but also have a simple colorway like white and black. I love the white and black. I love that colorway. I love that colorway. So have the white and black, have the black and white. And I love gum soles. It's kind of like the perfect like just base colorway for a Nike Dunk, and just keep that for skaters and keep doing your collabs and whatever, but have something consistent that skaters can actually skate. Not a huge fan of the colorways. That's too bad, man. I like the colorways, but I do think that by consistently having these dunk colorways, I think that should help bring down the price of like the collab versions and the other kind of dunks as well. I hope. We'll see. Morning Joe and the locals. What's up, that girl? Rick, cute. Favorite shoe brands. Drop your favorite shoe brands in the chat. I'd have to say Nike is probably my favorite. I played soccer for a really long time. I was obsessed with soccer for like that was my first real obsession. Well, I guess skateboarding and then soccer, and then it came back to skateboarding. But I always loved Nike soccer shoes the best. So I personally, that's why I love the Nike shoes so much. But also, they're just really, really good shoes. Other than that, though, I mean, Adidas makes really quality shoes. There's no question. I'm skating the Tiagos right now, and those are really, really hard, really good quality shoes. I did like the Lakai Telfords a lot. I liked how they looked. Definitely not as high quality as like Adidas and Nike and New Balance, but still good quality. And I love the look of the Telfords. Like I really, really think that is a good shoe. I would skate them again. By decent, I mean SB Dunks type. The reps I got are defo good reps, but they come from trusted people, and I got them for like 100. Yeah, I mean, if you got a plug or whatever, 100's not bad, but I don't know. I'm just kind of over reps at this point. Still hard to get black, white, and gums low SMH. Yeah, but that's the point. Is if you miss this time, they're going to re-release them again. And odds are that at least half the people that bought them this time aren't going to buy them the next time. And each time they release them 4 times a year, it's like if you're into sneakers at all and you know what like the Panda Dunks are, they release those like consistently, and now the Panda Dunks are kind of like regarded as like kind of basic. Like if you see somebody wearing Panda Dunks, you're not really a sneakerhead. You're just kind of like I don't know. You're kind of a poser, right? Because it's like the easiest one to get your hands on. And so that's kind of what these are supposed to be, is like it's supposed to be, this shoe is not supposed to be hype. It's supposed to be easy to get your hands on. So, and right now, obviously, this is the first drop of them, but as they drop them again and again and again, it should get easier and easier and bring down the cost and make it just like, ultimately the goal is that you should be able to just go to a shop and buy them. And right now, I've noticed more and more, I don't have a shop that sells Nike shoes in my town, but more and more I see the shops around Utah have like pairs sitting at the shop in certain sizes. Like they're not completely selling out all the time right away. Like it's definitely slowed down the hype. I just don't feel the flick as nice with the shoes I skated before. That's why I said decent. Interesting. That's when's Nike gonna make them $50? I don't think that's ever gonna happen, man. With inflation, I think that buying $100 shoes is just gonna become more and more and more normal, unfortunately. It was nice when shoes were like 50 or $60. I missed on CCS for both pairs, but hit for Sweet Beats and Sandy Bodeckers. Wow. Good for you hitting on the Sandys. I feel like those were really exclusive. Favorite brands: Nike SB, Lakai, S, Fallen. I've never skated Fallen, but sometimes I like the way their shoes look. Let me know what you guys think about Fallen shoes, but they kind of remind me of, like, the color blocking reminds me of Dunks, but I feel like Fallen has like a particular image of being like a little bit like emo punk rock, and I don't know, it doesn't really fit me. Dante Bazea says Vans and DC. Yeah. Vans are all right. But I think DC is sick for sure. Hey, I just joined What's Happening with Dunks. Basically, Nike came up with a colorway that they're going to be re-releasing 4 times a year. So that colorway of Dunks should be easier for skaters to actually get. And then also, they are cracking down on resellers and bots and basically restricting who can buy Dunks. If they seem like there's suspicious activity, people that are trying to buy like crazy amounts of Dunks, they'll flag them and then they won't be able to do those. They won't be able to buy those again. Etnies SDC, them fat shoes just so nice. Yeah, I like chunky shoes for sure. Yeah, I've heard that Directive is the only skate shop in Utah that gets Dunks from Nike, but they only get limited signs, which is hard for me. That's not true, Jacob. There's a skate shop, Time Machine skate shop up the road in Bountiful, I think it is. They get Dunks and they have them sitting sometimes. Does your heel slide out with the Telfords? In my experience, Lakais don't hold your heel well. I never had that problem with the Telfords. The Telfords, I feel like fit my foot really, really good. I skate more than 4 months out of the year. I prefer to be able to get the same shoes consistently. That is such a hack there, David. Like skating the same shoes and the same board, I feel like that will help your skating so much. Anybody paying retail or more than retail for reps needs to go speak to a psychiatrist. Yeah, I agree. Come here, buddy. Come say what's up to the chat. Come here. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah, and Nike insoles suck. FP insoles saving my life. I still have not tried the FP insoles. But yeah, I should do a review on those. In Switzerland, a pair of Dunks is like $130. Yeah, they're like $110 here, $120, just depending on the colorway. So pretty comparable. Fallen purple weed leaf colorway is beautiful. I haven't seen it. Hi. New materials are always being invented. $50 shoes are realistic. Yeah, I guess that's true. The shoes cost probably Nike probably less than $10 to manufacture, and they make billions. Yeah, here's the thing: somebody's got to come along and figure out how to make it cheaper and better, which is a lot to ask. Get some Cariumas. Never. Max Trey Records. My 3 and 5-year-old returned their black Pandas last week. Not comfy, super stiff leather too. Yeah, I don't think that Dunks are comfortable. It's more about the look. DC always has sales on their website. You always get shoes for 35 Canadian or 25 USD. Interesting. America Gamma, favorite shoes right now. I don't know what that shoe is. FP insoles are really good. You should try FP insoles for sure. FP Game Changer insoles are very good. Highly recommend. What do you guys think about the FP shoes? Have you guys noticed that they've been like cranking out a bunch of videos? They've got Jaws, Bev Up, Nikki Papa, Ryan DeCenzo. They've got kind of a sick team, and they made a super sick edit in Barcelona. Anyways, I feel like they're making a good push right now. FP shoes. And I'd be curious to try some. I DM'd them and they said that they were down, and then I kind of told them what I was looking like, what I would be interested in, and then I think they thought I was like thirsty, and then they stopped responding. Julian is representing them a lot. Yeah, Julian is freaking like, if he stays with FP through his like career and stuff, that I feel like that company has a shot, because Julian, I think, is like the next Nija, like legitimately, like he is gnarly. Lakai also always has sales on their website. Yeah. Why do you hate Carium? I just don't think they look good, and I don't like their marketing, and I feel like they're being pushed on me. I think that's why I don't like it. They look sick. The Intercept shoe is the only one I like. It has the best insole. That's Neen Williams Pro shoe. I honestly have put that in my cart multiple times, and then been like, and then got a different shoe. Haven't tried those shoes. I don't know. Gonna have to ask Christian. Yeah. The FP shoes are nice. They have thick insoles in mold, and then a thinner one inside. What do you mean skaters can get dunks? Can you do a hard flip guide? As far as skaters getting dunks, I'll just recap this again if you haven't heard this. Do 10-second recap. Nike's making a colorway specifically pretty much for skaters, and they're going to be releasing it 4 times a year. So that way, that particular colorway is less attractive to resellers, because there's going to be so many out there that there's not going to be a lot of money to be made off of it. And number 2, they're cracking down on resellers and suspicious activity when people are buying like huge quantities of dunks, and they're basically restricting anybody that they think is buying to resell. They are going to disallow them from being able to buy shoes. So that's that. Now, as far as the hard flips go, you guys, I forgot about this. If you're trying to learn hard flips, Moose. Look up Moose's YouTube channel. I'm actually here. I'll pull it up and put it in the chat. We need to get Moose to 1,000 subscribers. 805. So Moose is a professional. Here's his channel. I'm dropping it in the chat. I'll pin this. You guys need to check this out. We're working on a video together, working on hard flips. He posted his trick tip, and then I'm using his trick tip to try and learn how to hard flip. And then we're gonna like FaceTime, and I'm gonna show him my attempts, and he's gonna basically like critique me and stuff. But Moose's YouTube channel is super sick. If you guys ever watched the skate video We Are Blood, Moose had like, I swear, a third of the tricks in that video. And then Tiago Lemos had like the other third. But yeah, so Moose is going hard on YouTube right now, trying to like really make it a thing. And let's see, he's at 958 subs. Yo, everybody go sub to Moose. Let's see how many subs we can see if we can get him to 1K. Yeah, Moose's channel is fire. Everybody go to let's see. Let's go to his most recent video. Everybody drop a comment saying Local Joe sent me here, so he knows where the love is coming from. Because I would love to do more collabs with him. or just go like comment like collab with Local Joe or whatever. I don't know. Subbed and will binge after work. Yeah. It's honestly so sick. It's like behind the scenes of a professional skateboarder, and like it's like on the street sessions. He does a vlog at like the contests and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on Moose's channel, and I Moose has got a channel. Zion Wright started a channel. It doesn't seem like he's going to be as consistent with it, but there's like a lot of pros that are starting YouTube channels right now. I think it's really really sick. It's the kind of content that I want to watch, anyways. Okay, well that's pretty much as far as like the shoes go. You guys have any questions about the dunks? Like I said, I'm not like a complete expert on this, but I pay attention because I like shoes. But what are you guys' thoughts on Nike like re-releasing the same type of shoe? Do you think that's gonna work? Like, do you think that's actually gonna drive the price of shoes down? Do you think like I don't know. Do you guys think that's a legitimately like a good strategy, or do you think it's just like not gonna do anything and resellers are still gonna go? Hey, can you explain the title I just arrived? Yeah. This is me explaining it for the 5th time, so I'm sorry if you've heard me explain it all 5 times, but let's see how fast I can do this. I'm gonna set a timer and see how quickly I can explain this. All right, here we go. So basically what's going on is Nike is going to be re-releasing the same exact dunk colorway like 4 times a year, just how they do with like the SB Pandas. And what that's supposed to do is just make that particular colorway for skateboarders, because resellers aren't going to be able to resell it for as high of a margin because there's less hype behind it, because they're going to be re-releasing it multiple times a year, flooding the market with those 2 particular colorways. It's the white, black and gum, and then the black, white, and gum colorways. And then as well, they've been cracking down on resellers. So basically what that is anytime they feel like there's suspicious activity, meaning like somebody is buying too large of a quantity of shoes, or whatever it is, they flag that person and they say, you're no longer able to buy from us, or buy these like hype shoes from us, because it looks like you're buying them to resell. So they've got all these algorithms in place to detect resellers and then flag them and restrict them from buying the shoes again in the future. So that, paired with having a consistent dunk colorway that they're going to be re-dropping 4 times a year, at least that colorway should be fairly easy for skaters that want to skate dunks to get them on a consistent basis. So that's kind of the title explanation. Man, took me 93 seconds. That's like I thought I could do it in 10 seconds. I just over explain things, I guess. Hopefully it drives popularity down. I remember I used to be able to find SB dunks at Nike outlets for $50. Yeah, I mean, those were the days. What are your thoughts on Nike left skateboarding like 3 times in the past? I feel like they're just taking away from the actual skate brands. Do they really support skateboarding in their shoe sale? Okay, well, obviously not, because that's not any company's goal. Any company's goal. It's not supposed to be their goal to support skateboarding shoe brands. They're trying to make money. Like, but it's not just them. S is trying to make money. It's not like they're trying to do this. You don't start a business to like basically run yourself out of business. The goal is for you to make something that you can give to somebody else because you're good at making the shoe, and they'll give you their money in return. You make money, they get the shoes that they like. It's a fair exchange, right? That's how it should be for every company. Skater owned, not skater owned, doesn't matter, right? So I don't think they're trying to necessarily like support the skateboard industry. There's just an opportunity, like a fair exchange, which is an opportunity for them to make money. Now, as far as like, is Nike bad or good for skateboarding? I would say it's good for skateboarding because it brings people into skate shops that otherwise wouldn't be there. So maybe they start out with, coming to a skate shop to buy some dunks, but then they're like, skateboarding's kind of sick. It's kind of street, it's kind of underground or whatever. I don't know how people think, but it gets people into skate shops. And then if they want to buy a skateboard, they say, "Oh, I'm going to go back to that skate shop that I bought the dunks from. And those dudes were really nice to me. So I'm going to go back there, buy a skateboard from them. I'm going to start skating." And then they're not going to skate dunks all the time. Then maybe they try S. Maybe they try Etnies. Maybe they try, whatever it is. Nike is actually bringing people to skate shops because a lot of their dunks, you can't buy them online, or it's like super limited to buy them online. Your best chance of actually buying dunks is going to a skate shop, which sucks for me because I don't have my local skate shop does not sell dunks, so I'm kind of screwed. But for those of you that have a skate shop that sells dunks, that is one way that like Nike is actually good for skateboarding is they actually have something that people outside of skateboarding want, and by channeling it through skate shops, that brings people to skate shops. So that's my take on it, anyways. Yeah, I mean, skate shops are kind of a dying, like retail itself is like kind of dying. It's easier for people to shop online, so skate shops have to be really smart to stay in business. Um, sorry, man, didn't know you were explaining this for 20 minutes. No, you're good, dude. We've been talking about other stuff too, but it's new people come in, and I have to kind of re-explain it, get everybody caught up to speed. The Adobe SBs came out last week where I live, and the resellers bought almost every one. But since it's not a popular shoe, I think it's nice they wasted their money. That's funny. Yeah, and again, like with the regularly releasing a dunk colorway, I think getting more dunks on more skaters' shoes, making it more common, I think will also help drive down the price of like the hype dunks as well. Like, I don't know, I just think it's gonna overall discourage resellers. People do go to local shop that sells dunks that do not skate, and that's who will buy most of them. Kind of torn. Yeah, but okay, you can say that, but it's like, all right, that's fine. But still, that's bringing non-skaters into skate shops. Like that's what you want is non-skaters in skate shops. That means there's a chance to actually grow skateboarding. Like that's the ideal scenario for the skate shops is getting non-skaters in skate shops because skaters are going to go to skate shops regardless. It's getting non-skaters into skate shops, right? Because those people would normally go to Zoomies, right? So the goal is to get non-skaters into skate shops. People go to local skate shop to sell the dunks. Okay, kind of torn because I feel the dunk drops are keeping my local alive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is people don't realize everybody's like, oh, Nike's just in it for the money. Okay, everybody's in it for the money, but peace out, Jacob. Everybody's in it for the money. Every core brand, not corporate brand, whatever it is, everybody's in it for the money because there's an opportunity for them to make shoes and sell them for a profit. Like that's tight. Like it's an equal exchange. If it's not an equal exchange, people aren't going to buy them, right? But what Nike does bring is like homie saying, he's torn because he probably doesn't like Nike, but Nike is bringing people into the skate shop that normally would go to Zoomies, and that actually helps the skate shop itself, and the skate shop helps the local scene, and so anyways, people that say that like Nike's just taking from skateboarding, if you want to look at somebody that's just taking from skateboarding, look at Carium. Carium could have started this grassroots movement of like really hooking up Brazilian skaters with shoes, ones that can't afford them, but instead, they're just giving like tons and tons and tons of shoes to influencers like Garrett Jenner or whoever it may be. And I have nothing against it. They do them or whatever. But I just feel like they are a good example of I don't feel like it's a fair exchange. And I feel like that's probably why Cariuma's sales are not doing so good, is their shoes are at such a high price and the product isn't that great and the brand image is not that great. Like I feel like Cariuma could have done a sick thing by like, all right, we're gonna build it like so Nike, when Nike started Nike SB, they went kind of underground with it. They started giving dunks to like Gino Iannucci and like these like kind of not like the front of the line skaters, kind of like well respected in the industry type skaters, and started giving them these dunks. And so it kind of built the movement like from the bottom up rather than like the top down, whereas Cariuma straight to street league. You know what I mean? I feel like Cariuma would have been better off had they gone to like Brazilian skaters, like I don't know, like JP Souza or like I don't know, these underground like just like OG dudes, and go support the scene in Brazil and build up some clout in the skateboard industry. Like if your reputation was Cariuma is like helping out the Brazilian skate scene and that was their like thing, then it would have been like everybody would have been like, oh, that's valid. I want to buy Cariuma because I feel like I'm supporting a company that's supporting Brazilian skaters. So like I feel like that would have been like the way that they could have gone about it, to provide some kind of like value added so that they had the appearance of actually helping the skateboard industry or the skateboard community, I should say, rather than just like, all right, we're coming in, we've got money, we're advertising at Street League, we're buying out all your favorite pro skaters, like and it's like you should buy our shoes because you should buy our shoes, rather than like Nike actually has like a sought after brand image in basketball and soccer and all these other sports, so there's already some validity to it. But then they went to like skaters that were in some ways like respected but a little bit like overlooked, that you wouldn't expect to be like skating for Nike. So I just think that Cariuma's approach really killed him. Do you think core skate shoe brands will be able to exist with these big companies in the future? Yeah, of course. I think that they'll always be around. They'll always be these core shoe companies starting and dying because they always have the card that they can play, which is support skaters, support skater owned companies, and I feel like these shoe companies, the skater owned shoe companies, are relying too heavily on like that card of like, rather than making a better shoe than Nike, they're relying on the support skater owned. And I understand like it's hard to compete with a company like Nike, but if you're a skateboarder, you should know what skateboarders want, right? And so I just think that that skate shoe companies should have an advantage over Nike and over these other companies. But I think they rely too heavily on like the whole like support skater owned. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not in these companies. There could be somebody at Lakai, somebody at Etnies, you know, all these companies just being like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's not in it. He doesn't understand how hard it is to compete, and they're probably right. But from my perspective, that's what it seems like. That's how it comes across, and I don't think that's good. You don't want to look like I don't know, almost like hey, buy a worse shoe, but do it because it's the right thing to do. Like I don't think you should be playing that card. I think you should be like, hey, we're gonna make the best shoe that we can, and also we're skater owned. Like I don't know. Yeah, I agree with the kid too. I agree with the kid. Great stream. I have to go to my class. Hopefully, I'll see you around this summer skating. Yeah, For sure, Jacob. Let's skate Hiram Park this summer. Carium is more expensive than Nike here in Brazil. Yeah, it should be the opposite. They should be like really trying to. I feel like they're playing the whole like we're this Brazilian shoe company, but like Brazilians don't even skate them. Anyways, and they're like based out of Singapore, from what I've heard. Gifted Hater single-handedly took down Carium. Could be. I I kind of feel like he single-handedly took down my channel a little bit. No shade or anything, because I think he made good points, and people were like, "Oh yeah, he really is clickbaiting us and whatnot." And then I had to kind of go back and start over. My clickbait titles only took me so far. All right, these are some brands doing that here in Brazil. Oos, Tesla, Hawks. What do you mean, Victor? Doing what? Like taking care of people? Like trying to like what do you mean by that, Victor? Can you explain that like more? Like what do you mean what are those brands doing? If you must wear dunks, props to all the people who buy the bootlegs. You're so funny, David. Oh man. I agree with the kid. Yeah. From a pure business perspective, Carium had the correct approach, but skaters are gatekeepers. See, that's why I would disagree with you, Adam. They didn't have the right approach because they didn't understand who they were selling to. They already sell shoes to like non-skaters. So like why wouldn't they just continue doing what they're doing with non-skaters? Like if they want to get into skateboarding, they have to do it skateboarding's way. Bootleg dunk reviews is how I found this channel. Yeah. I'm kind of over bootleg dunks. Like full transparency, and I would never pay 170 for bootlegs. The only reason I skated those is because they were free. So, some of them were good, a lot of them weren't. But it's like I was getting so many pairs, it didn't matter if they were falling apart. I just switch them. But like some like straight up fell apart so fast, like in a week, 2 weeks. Do you think people should learn tricks based on something like brails, ollie, front side 180, backside 180, etc.? Yeah, I do. Victor, yes, taking care of skaters here and growing the brand. Now they can compete with the big brands in the local market because people know what they're supporting and the quality is excellent. Oos, do you mean Tesla like the car company? Tesla like the car company? Is that what you're saying, Victor? These dunks still sold out. I actually tried really hard to get these dunks and couldn't. Yeah, but that's the thing, Ish, is you may not have gotten them. Oh, there's a shoe brand called Tesla. Interesting. But yeah, that's the thing, Ish, is they're going to redrop these in a few months. And people aren't going to like want them because they already got them the first time, right? So, and then in 3 months, they're going to drop them again. So it's like having a consistent shoe just makes it so that there's more in circulation and it's going to be less, there's going to be less margins for resellers. So yeah, sure, the first drop is going to be pretty much the same as any other dunk drop, but the second drop is going to look different. The third drop is going to look different. The fourth drop. And if they keep doing it, year after year, there's going to be so many of this type of shoe that resellers aren't going to have any money to make on them. No, this is a shoe brand called Tesla. There aren't Tesla cars here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, oh geez, I was so confused. I was like, Teslas are hella expensive, like here. Like that's my dream, is to be able to buy a Tesla. Like I can't imagine how hard that would be in Brazil. What's the most popular skateboard size in the USA? I'm Chinese and curious about it. I don't know what it would be in Chinese sizes, but size 9 is sample size because I think that's the most common shoe size. So that would be my guess, but I don't know. I think they're still going to sell out maybe by the third quarter drop. Yeah, we'll see. But I do think like that it is going to. This is better than them doing nothing. I think we can all agree on it. It's better than them doing nothing. I just hate how actual skateboarders can't get their hands on dunks now. It's frustrating knowing that they were available in skate shops back in the day. Now hype made it difficult to get. See, okay, I think there's a sweet spot. I think you want dunks to sell out. Like, I know that that probably seems stupid, but the whole thing that Nike brings to skateboarding is bringing not skate non-skaters into skate shops, right? Rather than them going to Zoomies. That's why Nike doesn't sell dunks at Zoomies. So once Nike starts selling stuff at Zoom, like selling dunks at Zoomies, then we're all screwed. Like Nike doesn't really bring anything to skateboarding. But right now, Nike actually is bringing a demographic of people into skate shops and into skateboarding that normally wouldn't care, right? Or that would go to Zoomies, right? But because dunks are sold through skate shops, that brings a new audience that benefits skate shops and benefits skateboarding. If dunks were just sitting at skate shops and there was no hype behind it, they would not be able to bring in non-skaters into skateboarding. So I feel like the sweet spot is that dunks drop and they sell out in a few days. Not like instantly, but I do think that like you do want them to sell out because that means there's still hype there and that they're still bringing in an audience of people that wouldn't be in skateboarding. If they're just sitting there permanently, that means the hype is dead and there's no actual attraction bringing people into skate shops that normally wouldn't even care about skateboarding. So I think you do want them to sell out still, but not as quick. And maybe like I don't know. I guess the ideal would be is you have these two colorways, the black white gum and then the white black gum. You have these two colorways that hopefully can sit at skate shops, and then you've got the actual like collabs and stuff that Nike does, and hopefully those shoes do sell out and they bring in the hype, they bring in new people, but then skaters can have these two colorways that are semi-permanently available. I think that's kind of the balance that you want. I'm lucky my local skate shop does like skate events, like do a trick, get the dunks, then you got to wear them out. Yeah, I think that's also a really good approach that I've seen skate shops take is they like kind of restrict who can buy the dunks. Like you have to wear them out or skate them out of the store, meaning that like you're gonna scuff them up a little bit on your way out, meaning it's harder to resell them. So people are still getting the shoes, but you kind of again are like restricting the resellers a little bit. Unpopular opinion: no one skated dunks before they came hype. Go watch 2010, 2016. No one really had footage in the dunks. That's true, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's true. I skated, but I feel like dunks got better because I haven't actually skated a real pair of dunks since I mean like years ago, probably in 2015, like it's been like 8 years, and the dunks back then were different. So yeah, the dunks back then had a softer toe box, and I felt like they ripped easier. I feel like the dunks got better as well. So they did get more hype, but I do feel like the shoe itself actually is better now than it was. At least it seems more durable. Um, let's see. How do I get them? I mean, so here's the thing, Steezy Knight, and we've been talking about this. They're still your skate shop is gonna have to carry them. Mine doesn't, so I'm screwed. Maybe you're screwed too. Yeah, you're gonna have a skate shop that carries them. You can try and get like online raffles and whatnot, and initially it's still going to be hard to get these colorways, but as they keep re-releasing them, I think it'll get easier and easier. So I mean, nothing's changed. Still online raffle or local skate shop. Would like to see local Joe test out some FP insoles on some stairs. Yeah, me too. Oh, Zheng Yang Shen. I meant the size of the board. Yeah, Drop it in the chat. What size board? Zenyang Shin is asking, what is the most popular board size in the US? It's probably different in China than it is in the US. So drop it in the chat what size board you ride so we can kind of compare. I think probably the most popular size in the US right now is probably 825. I think that's like the standard size. Yeah. Sammy Bakes says 825, 825. 85 is another one. I personally think 838 is the perfect size, right in between 825 and 85, but I feel like 825 is the most common, and then 85 is next. I feel like 8125, 8, those ones are like definitely dying out, and anything bigger than 85 is not really very common. All right, 85 to 89. Yeah, I would have to say I think 825 is the most common. Must do a kickflip in the dunks or no sale. I've heard of people doing that, but again, I just feel like I feel like it's cool, like skate them out or wear them out or something like that. But maybe like I feel like kickflip is too hard. Like even people that like are starting out skating and they skate every day, but they still haven't figured out how to kickflip. I feel like you still want to be able to let them buy some dunks. So I feel like there's a sweet spot there that like maybe you give priority to people that actually do a kickflip in them, or like say you sell them for like 120, or let's say you sell them for 110. If they can do a kickflip in them, they get them for 110. If they can't do a kickflip, you sell them for 120. I think that's sick. So it's like you kind of get a discount if you can like kickflip them in the shop. I think that's tight. But you got to have them do a kickflip before they put on the shoes, so that way they don't just like ruin your shoes and not land the kickflip, and then they can't buy them. I miss Thin Tongue Dunks. That shoe was great, and those just sat on the shelves. I never skated those, but like a Shad's Dunk colorway was like that. Thin tongue, slimmed down. I think that's like the ultimate shoe for me, would be like a slimmed down dunk. Joe, I always see you trying new shoes. What's your favorite of them all to skate? I don't know, man. I've been skating like rep dunks for so long, and they're all the same shoe, but they're different. And I'm over it. I'm done skating fakes. I want to skate real ones. Favorite shoe that I probably skated in the last year. I really like I think my favorite shoe that I skated in the last years has to be the Ashads. No, shoot, that's close. Ashads or the Nike Force 58s. Those two shoes. Hi. Those I think are my favorite shoes. You play say babu. He's playing hide and go seek, playing peekaboo with you guys. Yeah, I would say the Force 58s. Don't pinch your finger. The Force 58s are the Ashads. I think those shoes are. I think the Force 58s are super underrated. Babu. Ah. Okay, let's see. I also ride 838, but I'll skate on an 825 if it's all I can get. I can't do 85, too gnarly for my old man legs. Yeah, I feel like you just get used to it is the thing. But I feel that. I feel like 838 is perfect for me. And then if I want to flip my board more, oh my gosh, buddy, don't fall. I feel like I go down to 825 if I'm trying to flip stuff. And if I want to feel real cozy on my board, that's when I go 85. But yeah, I feel like I can kind of go between 825 and 85 pretty comfortably. But yeah, 85 is definitely the biggest adjustment. 8 inch is still going strong for the pros. Some of them. I feel like a lot of them have sized up. Like P-Rod's on an 8.25. But yeah, some still skate 8s. It's true. 8-inch. Let's see. David M, dude, you keep retracting your messages. Why is that? I like keep seeing that pop up. Oh, don't. Gotta be careful. Don't want to pinch your fingers, buddy. I was still skating 7.75 a year ago before switching up. Yes, I haven't skated 7.75 since I was like 11. I feel like 8 was the big boy size when I was a kid, and so I like tried so hard to like work my way up to skating in 8. And then when I got back into skating, I was like, what? It's like 8.25 is like regular now. And nowadays it's like 8.5. Like I feel like I skated through like the whole spectrum of like boards getting bigger. Real skateboards, real fit size boards make 8.5 boards easier for me to skate. I like a shorter wheelbase. Yeah, I want to try one of those. That would be really interesting to skate shorter wheelbase on an 8.5. I could probably ride an 8.5 with like a 14-inch wheelbase. I just lose effortlessness from tray flips on an 8.5. Yeah, I could see that because you really gotta like pop it to get it around. I definitely feel that. Like I feel like tray flips up the Euro at my local feel really good on an 8.5 because it's like you really pop it and like you really feel it when you catch it and set it down. But sometimes my comments are similar to other side. Oh, got it. Yeah, no, I feel that with the 8.5. Sometimes it's just like I feel like it's harder to do it on flat, but it feels good. Doing it out of the bank or whatever. Well, let's deal with dunks. They have a general release situation going on now. Haven't been able to skate a pair since the orange labels I got over the summer. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Stoops is you got general release colorways. We got the white, black, and gum, and then the black, white, and gum, and they're supposed to release 4 times a year. And then also Nike's been cracking down on resellers. So if there's suspicious activity, like somebody's trying to buy 100 pairs of dunks or 20 pairs of dunks, and it looks like they're trying to buy them to resell, Nike will flag that buyer, and they will not allow them to buy dunks. So basically, they're making it harder for resellers and making it easier for skaters to get these specific like general release pairs that they're going to be releasing 4 times a year. Thank you very much. 8.0 is very popular in China. Skateboarding is still a development stage in our country. Yeah, but I got to think that like Chinese people, like the average height is probably lower, and so the average shoe size and everything is probably a bit smaller. So I feel like relative to the shoe size and to like skaters' height and whatever, it's probably the same thing. Like 8.0 to you guys is probably like 8.25 to relative to like the average height in the US. So I feel like it's pretty much the same thing. I'm skating Ivans this weekend. I can't wait to try the Euro Gap. Yeah, it's a fun Euro. I skate it way too much. Are you affiliated with Glider Skateboards? It's been weird, man. So basically, what happened is the guy that runs Glider, he does it on the side, and so I was skating glider boards for a while, but basically he had some like personal stuff come up and wasn't really able to like run his business for several months. And so he hasn't really sent me boards in a while. And then my homie Coyote Rob sent me a board, and I really like both shapes. But yeah, I don't know, like I don't know if I like am affiliated or not. Like I don't know. Support Joe. I've been hella busy. Happy New Year. So good to be able to check up and say hi on live. So hi, dude. Yeah, thanks, guys. Things have been so crazy. I've been having like car issues, and we only have one car, so it's been like pretty stressful, and I've been like really focused on that. Oh, buddy. I'm gonna have to hop off the live soon. Anyway, so things have just been really stressful, so I haven't been able to like go live, and it's hard with him going live, obviously, because I feel like I'm neglecting him. But I haven't been really able to like make videos, and it might be a minute before I'm like really able to like get after it like the way that I was like posting like 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm trying to like I don't know. This is like my my attempt to like stay connected with you guys. You know what I mean? Deluxe brands are the best. A bummer. I wanted to try one. Maybe I'll hold off for a bit. You should definitely try Glider. It's not that like, I guess I never got paid by Glider. I've never gotten paid by anybody. They just sent me boards. So if you're worried about like trying to buy something that like supports me directly, there isn't like a board that like supports me. But I personally really like the Glider boards. Yeah. 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 Just a little bit, buddy. You're so good with the straw. Okay, that's enough. No, buddy. Homie's determined. Stuart Linton, channel's awesome. Thank you, dude. You have a kid? I do. This is my kid, Silas. Best kid ever. Is he like threatening you? Yeah. Glider have a twin tail. Yeah, that's like their thing is they sell twin tails. They have regular shapes too, but I only skated their twin tail. I think I accidentally got one board that was regular, but I really like Glider boards. You guys have got the same hair. I know, dude. We have the same hair, and it's like so hard to. It goes everywhere. We both have like such messy like bedhead all the time. Yeah, Glider specializes in twin tail. Haven't watched you in a while, bro. It's because I've been blowing it for a while. I'm sorry, everybody, but yeah, I just life, dude. Like the car thing, and then like Cam's been working so hard with real estate and whatnot, so it's just been like. And on top of all that, the weather here has been crazy, man. Like it's raining all the time, and yeah, I just one thing to another, like it's so difficult. Who manufactures Glider? David, I do not know. I asked them once, and they're like, "We're not gonna tell you that because their boards are really well manufactured." I'm not gonna lie. If I had to guess, I'm guessing that it's the same manufacturer that does Girl and Chocolate. That's my guess. Like the way that they're pressed, and like the way that they break down, I think that they're pressed by it's like Dylan Huahuang. That's my guess. It's very very similar, very similar to the Girl and Chocolate. Like so, Glider's boards are like pretty flat. They're like they're pretty dang flat, but they start out like really stiff because they're pressed so good, which is awesome. Like I really like that about Glider's boards. And the other thing is like, so I really like the Real Ashad board, but like sometimes like I suck at tray flips. I'll be tray flipping up the Euro and my board will hit the step on the Euro, and you'll just see like the worst like indent or delam like on my board. But when I skate gliders, I can like my board can flip around and hit the edge of the board on that step, and it's not gonna like break it. Whereas with other boards, like big brands that I've skated, their boards aren't pressed like as hard. I don't know if it's because Glider like single presses each deck or what it is, but definitely like pressed really well. Nice. I'll try one. I like twin tails. Yeah, I would recommend it like for sure. Like I don't know if I'm sponsored by Glider. I don't know if I'm sponsored by Coyote Rob. Like I don't know exactly like where I stand with any of it. I think Coyote Rob wants me to do a review like of his board, and I've been so busy, dude. So I feel like I've let him down a little bit. So I'm not about to like ask for more boards because I feel like he expects more of me to like put out more content around his board if he's gonna keep giving me more boards. And Glider was just like giving me tons of boards. So I don't know really like where I'm gonna end up with all this. Also, like Coyote Rob is the homie, so like and I love his shape too. So but I don't want him to be sending me boards feeling like I'm not like giving him his money's worth kind of a thing. Like I'd rather just be friends or whatever. Yeah. So that's the deal. Who presses Coyote Rob's boards? Shoot, you'd have to ask him. He'll tell you though. He's not secretive about it like Glider is. And I think it's like somebody in the US. Info on the dunks. Yeah, so Kyler, we've been over this. This is the 6th time I've done this. Let's see how quickly I can explain this. Last time was 1:30. Let's try it again. So what's going on is Nike's doing basically general release dunks. So they're distributing more of these dunks per drop, and they're dropping these dunks supposedly 4 times a year. So that makes these particular colorways, it's white, black, and gum, and black, white, and gum. They're supposed to be dropping these colorways 4 times a year. So there should be, this first drop sold out. The next drops should sell out slower and slower until this hopefully is available on a pretty regular basis. And it's not as attractive to resellers because there's going to be so many of them. They're not going to be able to make that much money off of it. As well, Nike's been cracking down on resellers. Basically, if they suspect that you're a reseller buying like a large quantity or there's like suspicious activity, they're going to restrict you from buying shoes from them. So basically, they're trying to cut out the resellers and create a shoe that is specifically for skateboarders, like a general release, same colorway over and over and over again. So should be more dunks going to skaters, even if it's just these like 2 colorways. It seems like these are supposed to be the colorways for skateboarders. So 1:17, bro. I cannot explain something without like I don't know, taking forever. But that if you have any questions on that, drop it in the chat. But that's like the 6th time I've explained it. Pin a comment about the dunks so everybody stops asking. No, it's too much to try and type it all out while I'm like responding to comments and whatnot. And I'd rather just explain it, see if I can do it in under a minute. I ride the Bobby Wars crooked board, which is the Ashad twin tail. Yeah, I've been wanting to try that board. Let me know, David M. Is it a slick bottom, the Bobby Wars? Because the Ashad is a slick bottom. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna fall. Whoa, wait. Whoa. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Is that Silas? Very lonely. Are you still skating? I'm trying to, bro. It's crazy right now. Life, work, weather, it's crazy. 838 is slick bottom. Yeah, so same as the Ashad. I think that is like that is the thing that makes the Ashad twin tail so good to me. It's the slick bottom. Like love the shape or whatever. I don't know. I've skated the glider shape so much that I feel like I'm more used to that. And I love Coyote Rob's shape a lot. But the thing that really I feel like sets the Ashad apart is the slick bottom for sure. The Ashad board is every size, only slick bottom for 838. Yeah. That kind of sucks. But for me, 838 is my preferred size anyway. So I have no problems with that, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get your size. Like I feel like the 838 is definitely harder to come by than the other sizes. But I mean, yeah, it's still good. I feel like the biggest thing though is just skating the same board consistently. Like if you can find a board that you like, and I feel like that's much easier with twin tails because there are just fewer twin tails, and twin tail, like you just kind of get used to it. like I feel like it's easier to get used to a new shape with a twin tail than it is with a regular board. But skating the same board over and over and over again, it makes skating so much easier because every time you skate, there's like if you get a new board, it takes you about like 2 or 3 sessions to get used to the new board. I don't know, sometimes it clicks in the first session, but it takes time to get used to it. And then when you get new shoes, again, it takes time. So it's like, say it takes you a week to get used to new shoes. That's a week that your skateboarding is kind of like not progressing as fast as it could. And then say it takes you a week to get used to a new board, same thing. Your skateboarding's kind of the progression is slowed for like a week. So if you're getting a new board and new shoes once a month, that's like 2 weeks out of the month that your skateboard progression is like slowed down. Whereas if you get the same board and the same shoes every time, your skateboarding progression, basically you get 2 weeks back, which I think is like, if you I think if you ask pros, they would say that like that makes a huge difference to them skating the same shape over and over again. It's just like the break-in time or adjustment time goes away. You rode the Carium board too, right? How does that compare to all the other twin tails? Dude, I hate to say it because I'm a big fan of the 9 Club. I did not like the Carium board. I think, but here's the reason why. He designed that board for skating curves. So I feel like the kicks on it were like super long, like super, I don't know, I don't remember if they were like full or not, but it felt like there was a ton, like there was a lot of kick to like work with. And I think that's because he's using his foot to like leverage it into like slappy crooks, slappy front crooks, and all this. And so creating a kick with a lot of like real estate for his foot to have leverage in certain areas and whatnot. I feel like it was just designed specifically for that style of skating. I personally, I didn't like how it felt to actually pop the board. So I like skated it a couple times and then gave it to my nephew. He likes it. But I mean, he doesn't skate as much, so he's not as picky. But yeah, I feel like I kind of like a little bit more mellow, like David is saying. The Crab has a steeper tail. The shot is more mellow. I think I like it a little bit more mellow. Like I like a true twin tail. I don't like twin nose. I don't like hybrid. I prefer it like my kicks being like a tail. So and yeah, the Ashad definitely is like 2 tails for sure. So I don't know. That's my thing with the Crab board. Maybe I should have skated it more or tried learning slappies or something, and then it would have been like, oh yeah, I love this. But yeah, no, I didn't love it. The Crab has a steeper tail. Finally, the models and hype beast fashion boys are letting us get a pair of shoes. Yeah. I would like to try P-Rod's twin nose. David, bro. Okay. All right. This is crazy. Do you guys remember like a while ago when I was like, yo, everybody go comment on Tom Ass's YouTube channel and like let's see if we can get a collab going. All right, hear me out. How sick would it be? Because P-Rod's twin nose, not in production. You can't get one. The only person that's getting those twin noses is P-Rod. So hear me out here. What if we all went to Paul's YouTube channel and he's been like active on it the last like week. He's been like posting like it seems like almost daily. What if I post this link to his last video and we all rate it and post like send local Joe a twin nose and see if we can get homie to how crazy would that be? See if we can get P-Rod to say twin nose. That would be so funny. And then we can do like an exclusive review of P-Rod's symmetrical board. Because yeah, it's not in production. I know there's been like they talked about maybe like putting it in production at some point, but right now it's not in production. So everybody, do me a huge favor. Click the link that I just posted. I pinned it to the top. I believe that's the correct link. Let's see. Oh, that didn't work. Let me try a new link. YouTube. But yeah, go comment. Send local Joe your send local Joe your twin nose. And let's see if we can get the homie P-Rod to send us a twin nose. That would, yeah, local homies assemble. Bro, this would be so funny. Okay, all right. It's this link I just posted. Let's pin that. Did I what's going on? Is that the right link? Is that the right link? Yeah, that's the right link now. Bro, yeah. So Dylan J designed. Yeah. So Dylan J designed this twin nose, and then P-Rod tested out and was like, "Oh, I love this twin nose." So yeah, he's writing it. It's P-Rod's shape that he's writing now. So like P-Rod and Dylan J writing the exact same shape, but yeah, it's not in production. But I'm sure, yo, if we can get like hella comments on P-Rod's YouTube video saying send local Joe your twin nose, nah, bro, David M, you're a legend. Bro, how sick would it be if we could get P-Rod to send me a twin nose and then I do full video exclusive review? I feel selfish asking this, but I feel like if we all did this together, I feel like it would be sick that like we all made this happen. Because obviously I go comment, nothing's gonna happen. But if he sees like multiple comments of people saying send local Joe your twin nose, I feel like there's a chance. I worked with Tom Asta. That's all I'm saying. Is somehow we got Tom Asta in the live stream, and now me and Tom are working on we'll be collabing if I ever can skateboard. But we're gonna be doing a collab on tail slides. So maybe we can get P-Rod to send us a twin nose. That's all I'm saying. Is there's a chance. If you guys go comment on P-Rod's video pinned in the chat, maybe there's a chance that P-Rod will send us a twin nose. I'm not saying it's a done deal. You guys probably think I'm an idiot. How sick would that be? I get a DM from P-Rod, yo, local Joe. Sounds like people want you to review my twin nose. What's your address? P-Rod. What if P-Rod has my address, dude? Personally sends me a package of primitive twin noses, bro. I like more of a twin tail, but would I test the crap out of P-Rod's twin nose? Of course I would. Of course I would. I just arrived, missed the dunk part. What happened? How is there more chance for skaters to get it? All right. It's okay, David M. I got this. We're going to go for under a minute. What's up, buddy? We're going to go for under a minute. You think I got it, kid? You think I got it under a minute? Maybe if you sit on my lap, I can do this in under a minute. All right. Here we go. Here goes the dunk explanation for like the 7th time. So what's going on is Nike is doing a general release dunk. So just like the Nike Dunk Panda, this is going to be a Nike SB shoe that gets released 4 times a year. So it's going to be way more available, and they're going to be making more pairs. So the goal is to give skaters a colorway that they can consistently get their hands on. At the same time, they are already cracking down on resellers. So if somebody is ordering too many pairs of a specific drop, Nike is going to flag them and not allow them to buy dunks or whatever the drop is. They're not going to allow them to buy through them anymore. So basically that is cutting down on the amount of resellers that can actually make money by restricting them from buying, but then also creating a pair that they can't really make money off of because it's getting released so often. It kind of destroys the hype. So that's the explanation. 57 seconds. We did it. We did it. About damn time. Yeah. I agree. Fowler, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, no problem, dude. That was my best explanation yet. I'm getting good at this, man. I should be like PR for Nike. David M. I got a Mark Sushu twin tail. It's nice, but also a little steeper. I've been thinking about getting his. I'm pretty sure you can order his online. But I mean, Mark Sushu twin tail, P-Rod twin tail. I'm just kidding. I just like P-Rod, bro. I love P-Rod. Local Joe P-Rod collab? Local Joe P-Rod collab. Well, okay. Imagine this. Imagine this. P-Rod DMs me. He says, Local Joe, I'm going to send you a twin nose. And I say, dude, my audience is going to love this. You saw how many comments they left on your video, the one that's pinned in the top of the chat. You should all go comment, send Local Joe your twin nose. And I'm going to be like, man, I'm going to do an exclusive review of your twin nose. But P-Rod, you know what my audience would really love? They would really love to hear your thoughts about what you think the benefits of your board shape are. I think they'd really like to hear that. And I know I'm just a small YouTube channel, but I really feel like that would be the kind of thing that would show more depth and really build your brand and help you have a deeper connection with an audience if you gave my audience some exclusive content of you talking about why you like your twin nose. So not only would I be testing the twin nose that you guys got P-Rod to send, but also we'd get some exclusive P-Rod content talking about why he likes his twin nose, what he thinks the benefits are, what he thinks the drawbacks are, and his reason for skating a twin nose. I don't know. It sounds like some quality content to me. I don't know about you guys, but it sounds pretty good to me. So, yeah. Anyways, if you haven't already, check out the link that's pinned at the top, and let's see how many comments we can get of people saying, "Send Local Joe your twin nose." And I don't know, man. Maybe there's no chance of it happening, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. If it did work, how sick would it be? How sick would it be? David M, dude, I'm looking at your comment right now. Get Local Joe. Hit me with an ad right now. I heard, I don't know if it's true, if you enter a lot of dunk raffles, 20 or something, and you don't win, Nike will reserve one for you or something. So that is true, but I think that was specific to a certain drop that they did. But yeah, if you take in like 20 L's on SB raffles or something, there was a specific one at the end of last year that it's like if they had it logged that you took 20 L's, they automatically gave you W for that drop, which I think is cool. Because it's like, I don't know, obviously if you take 20 L's on the sneaker app, you're committed. Oh man, I think it's so funny. Nike SB or nothing. You should follow them on Instagram if you like SB stuff. But they always post like, this shoe is going live on the sneaker app at this time, so make sure to hit the notify me button so you don't miss your L. Like, it's like just this ongoing joke that it's like you're never gonna hit with the sneaker app. That link just sends you to his profile. Which video do you want us to use? Hey, that's a good point. I want you to use this link right here. Yeah, I'll replace the pin. Yeah, use this specific. Dude. It's not working. Okay. Let me know if that link is working or not. Dude, it doesn't. When I copy and paste it, it comes up with an error. What about Luan Oliveira leaving Nike? What? Victor, dude. What? Luan's leaving Nike? Who's he leaving Nike for? Carium? Who's he leaving Nike for? Luan Oliveira. Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I feel like I'm pretty up to date with stuff, but How do you know he left Nike? Where's your evidence? Let's see. Last photo he posted. It looks like he's wearing Adidas. What? Wait, is he leaving Flip as well? Oh no, that's just a new Flip graphic. Man, so do we know he's leaving Nike? Like, how do you know that? He posted a story about it. What about where do you think he's going? Yes, he left Adidas. He posted a story about it. Maybe New Balance. I feel like New Balance would be a good fit. I hope he goes to New Balance. I don't like Adidas for him. I don't like Adidas for him. Yeah, buddy. Okay. All right, guys. I gotta end this stream. I've neglected my child for. There's a print of his story. Yeah, Victor. See if you can send that to me. See if you can send that to me on Instagram. I'm back. Commented for you, homie. Thank you, dude. Ish. Dude, you guys, maybe we make this happen, bro. Maybe we just start throwing the local homies, dude. Maybe we just start throwing our weight around in the skateboard industry. You know what I'm saying? We get P-Rod sending us twin noses, bro. That would be hilarious. Imagine I get on Flow for freaking Primitive because you guys spammed P-Rod's comments. I'm just getting like twin noses and stuff. Post a community post so your subs see it and do the same. I don't know, man. I feel like that's almost a little too desperate. Like I'm thirsty, but also I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me if you think that's a good idea. If I should do that, I'll do it. But part of me feels like that's like a little bit like it's a little bit thirsty. But you guys let me know in the chat, dude. If you think I should make a community post and try and get people over there doing that way, if you think it's a good idea, I'll do it. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't matter. The only reason this could ever work is by you guys asking. So never mind. Don't do that. Gifted Hater will have a field day. That's what I'm saying, Ish, dude. I feel like that's just that's a little bit too much. Like, I don't know. I think it's fun doing it like this because it's like we're all kind of like seeing if we can make this happen. It's like spontaneous, but I feel like that's like almost a little too planned out. Okay, guys, go comment. Thank you, Victor. I'll check it out on Instagram later. Go comment. Link at the top of the chat. Go comment. Send Local Joe your twin nose to review. Let's see if we can get a collab. Message him on Cameo. Yeah, but that feels weird, bro. If I'm messaging him, just asking him for boards, I'm sure other people do that. That doesn't provide any value to him. But if he's got people that are commenting on his videos saying, yo, I'd love to see you and Local Joe do a video together about your twin nose, that's valid. Because that's a win-win. If I'm just some random dude asking for things, that's not a win-win for him. There's nothing in it for him at that point. It's just that's me taking and not giving anything back. If you guys are interested in all this, that helps P-Rod as well. You should change the video title to P-Rod Twin Nose Debate. Maybe I'll make a separate video, but I feel like that would be clickbait because it's like we've been talking about dunks most of the time. You are a random dude asking him for things at this point. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. It's already pretty cringe. But it's not just I'm a random dude asking him for things. Like it is, but at the same time, I think it would make a really good video. So, and I feel like that benefits him as well because he's trying to go hard with his YouTube channel. I've got a little bit of you guys are the local homies, dude. And if I can do anything to get you guys interested in his videos, which I think are absolutely amazing, like I feel like that's a win-win. So in that way, I'm not a random dude. if I'm just messaging him on Cameo, paying $3 to send him a message and just ask for boards, I feel like that's kind of whack. You stinky, buddy. You stink. You stink so bad. All right, W's in the chat for Silas. W's in the chat for Silas. Yeah. Huh. What do you have to say to the chat, buddy? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Hi. Say hi. Papa. Can you say, Silas, can you say Dada?
Dada.
Where is Dada?
Dada.
Where is Silas? Oh, you want to get down? You want to get down? Okay, guys. I feel stupid. I'm not going to ask again. If you want to go drop a comment on P-Rod's thing saying send Local Joe at Twin Nose, that'd be tight. I honestly don't think it's even going to work, but I appreciate all of you that are doing it. I think it would be pretty funny if that actually worked. And yeah, I just think it would be hilarious. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll try and stream more often just because I'm having a hard time finding time to make videos. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. You guys are real ones. Peace, bro. Hope you can get back to skating soon. Looks like weather not going to lighten up soon. Yeah, weather's not good. Have a nice day, man. Crazy things have happened. I'm sure it'll get you on his radar. Honestly, even if I don't get on his radar, it would just be a fun video to make for you guys, to be able to get an exclusive board shape and do like a full breakdown on it. I don't even need P-Rod to know who I am, but to be able to like skate that board and make that video, and like I don't know, I'm just a nerd. I think that would be cool. All right, guys, you're the best. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh wait, make every day a Friday. All right, peace.